Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Haas, and this is another Hearthstone video. This time we'll be having a look at a specific Paladin deck I have personally had a lot of success with. Over the last 30 matches I've counted, I have won more than 70% of them. I'm giving it the oh-so-creative name of the Divine Buffs deck, and it, well, is about buffs and Divine Shield. Really creative. More specifically, it uses crucial buffs such as Blessing of Might and Blessing of Kings, a number of minions with Divine Shield such as the Argent Commander, and combines this with good board clear and card draw backup. So let's have a look and see how the deck fares against other players, and then we'll have a look at the deck itself. Alright, Gul'dan, the Warlock, let's see what we got. Sword of Justice, very nice. Lay on Hands, not so nice early on. We're going second, we're gonna get rid of Lay on Hands and Equality. I think we're gonna keep the Shieldbearer because we can probably buff him up. He is of course an early game card, so I mean getting rid of him is kinda pointless. Sword of Justice could even buff him as well. Some good cards please! Master Swordsmith, that is quite nice early on actually. Let's greet this heathen. We're not gonna have any use for Blessing of Kings until a bit later on, but there we go. Blessing of Might, that's perfect. We're gonna play the Shieldbearer this turn, and then we're gonna buff him up next turn. We're not gonna buff him up this turn, of course, because he can't actually attack, and that would give away our plans. In addition, he can't actually kill the Shieldbearer just yet. He needs Shadow Bolt, and that is a 3 cost. Amani Berserker, very nice early game card. Because of that Enrage effect, it gets 3 more attack, of course, making it a 5, well, 2 or 1. But we got Blessing of Might, so we really don't care. We're gonna cut right through him. Let's buff the Shieldbearer, and then let's kill this little troll. There we go. And now we have a 3-2. We're gonna play the coin, I think. Because we can get the Swordsmith out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the Swordsmith out. Let's make him a 4-2. And then he pretty much has to kill him already. He might burn like a Shadow Bolt. We're gonna play the Sword of Justice next turn and get some 2-2 silver hand recruits in here. It's very nice. There we go, all the carrots. Let's see what he does. Drain life, yeah, there we go. But now he's out of mana, so that's really fine by me. And another Shieldbearer. Okay, so we're gonna play the Sword of Justice this turn. And then next turn we're gonna play the Shieldbearer. Let's just hit him for 1 right here. And we're not gonna attack him with the actual weapon because we want it to buff creatures. Our Shieldbearer. Next turn we'll give it a what? He used Hellfire, really? Just for that one Swordsmith? That's fine by me. That's his Hellfire gone. Well, he probably has 2, but that's 1 gone. Let's play the Shieldbearer, making him a 1-5. And we're not gonna buff him yet. We're gonna get a recruit, same as last time. And that's our turn. We're not gonna attack him, of course, because we want those charges for our minions. He probably played Hellfire because he wants to summon a lot of creatures, maybe Murlocs or something, and that is not at all a Murloc, that is a Gurubashi Berserker. We do want to get rid of that, and I think we can, because we have 2 Blessing of Kings cards, and we have a Blessing of Might, actually. This is perfect. We can kill him right away. Let's buff up our Shieldbearer even more. Let's do Blessing of Might. Now it's an 8-9. We can kill off the Gurubashi Berserker and hit him for 2, and that's our turn for now. And that's a 8-7 at round 5. Not bad for a Shieldbearer. He has really made a name for himself. But the reason we want to kill the Gurubashi Berserker is because it gets going really quickly. If it takes damage, it gets 3 attack, which can get really crazy. Especially in priest decks, actually. Let's get rid of the kite. Warlocks don't need kites. Warlocks actually don't need lights either, so... But yeah, in priest decks, because it doesn't count as an Enrage. Enrage goes away whenever you heal them up to full. Ogre Magi. Soulfire. Okay. And he loses his Fen Creeper. Can he follow it up? No, he draws a card. He probably wants us to exchange the Shieldbearer for the Ogre Magi, but we don't need to because we just drew into Argent Commander. I'm gonna play that, make it a 5-4 because of Sword of Justice. And let's pick off this little Ogre. Because it has Divine Shield, it doesn't die, of course. And now we can hit him for 8. Can hit him for 2. And we're doing quite well so far. Very good cards for the early game here. Well, time for match number 2, I guess. A Druid. Okay, let's see what we get. We're going second again. And Lay on Hands. Perfect. Wonderful. Well, it is a good card, but not early on, of course. We'll get rid of the Silvermoon Guardian and the Lay on Hands. And then we'll keep the Master Swordsmith and Argent Protector. Those are quite nice early on. Blessing of Kings, Hand of Protection. Could have been worse. Could have been better, though. I think we'll play the Master Swordsmith as quickly as possible. We can coin right into him, actually. I do think Druids can actually kill him with a Wrath, which I think is a 2 cost. But then again, he would have used one of his Wraths just for a Master Swordsmith, and he doesn't get card draw from that, so I think we'll take that trade-off if he does do that. Let's green him. Basically, Wrath is a choose one ability, where you can either do 3 damage or do 1 damage and get a card. So we'll coin right into the Master Swordsmith, and then we'll play the Argent Protector the second turn, so we have a 1-3 and a 3-2 out at turn 3. And we can even play the Hand of Protection to save one of them if we need to. And we actually get a second Master Swordsmith, so we're definitely going to play one of these. He didn't do anything for his first turn. Of course it buffs nothing, as you just saw there. It tries. At least it tries. And we can even play 2 Master Swordsmiths, actually. We'll probably do that if he doesn't play anything. If he just hits me for 1 with the Shapeshift ability, we'll do that. Come on. What's he gonna do? He is playing a pint-sized summoner. Okay, that is pretty nasty. We do want to get rid of that. Sadly, we can't actually kill it this turn, so he's gonna get something for relatively free. So we're gonna play the Argent Protector, shield our Shieldmaster, but mostly so we can actually kill the pint-sized summoner next turn without losing anything that important. We already used the Divine Protection, of course. We can even use Hand of Protection on ours, which we're gonna do next turn, actually. And Questing Adventure. That is a really good card. It gets +1/+1 for every card you play, which is pretty crazy if you can get some good combos off. And a Blessing of Might. I think that's actually gonna help us a lot. We're gonna Blessing of Protection this guy, kill off the Questing Adventurer. And I think we can kill the Pint-Sized Summoner. I think that would be worth it. Yeah, let's do Blessing of Might and kill the Pint-Sized Summoner. He's gonna trade off the Master Swordsmith for the Fairy Dragon. Most definitely, but I think that will be fine. Pint-Sized Summoner is just a really good card you don't want to keep on the field. Hopefully they'll nerf it in the upcoming patch, which should be in a few hours. And there you go. He traded off the Fairy Dragon. Is he gonna Shapeshift, hit me for 1? Or is he gonna play anything? Okay, well, he might have a Wrath, actually. But I don't think he's gonna kill the Argent Protector. No, okay, another Pint-Sized Summoner. He really wants to play minions. And we cannot let him. I think we can kill it off. Though, yeah. Yeah, we'll use Blessing of Kings on the Argent Protector. And then we'll kill the Pint-Sized Summoner. Let's do that. There we go, that's our turn. Now with an 8-4, hopefully he can't kill the Argent Protector, because we have invested quite a bit into this little guy now. And a Jungle Panther, so he unfortunately can. That is a stealthed 4-2. He's gonna hit us for 1. To withdraw into, maybe a Consecration would be nice. No, it's a Hammer of Wrath. Hammer of Wrath won't work because it is stealthed. I think we'll play the Master Swordsmith. And we might play Blessing of Wisdom, actually. Getting 1 card now wouldn't be very bad. I mean, it would die immediately next turn, but I think we'll do it just to see what we get. We gotta keep the pressure up at this point. And we hit him for 6 at least, and we'll play another Recruit. And now he's most definitely gonna trade off the Panther for the Argent Protector. See what he does. Yeah, there you go. And he plays another Jungle Panther, so we can even kill our Swordsmith. And he shapeshifts right into our 2-1 Recruit. This is not very good right now. He's basically clearing our entire board, which is exactly what we don't want to be happening. But we do have the Shieldbearer. We can absorb a hit. And that would get him out of stealth, so I think we're gonna play him. So he has to actually attack the Shieldbearer. We'll play Redemption, I think. So we still get the Shieldbearer. If he kills it, we'll hit him for 1. And we'll leave it at that. It buffed the Silvermoon Guardian, that's fine. But now he has to reveal his Panther, essentially. And we can just kill his Panther with Hammer of Wrath, get a card. And not lose anything because of Redemption. Is he gonna... Well, he might just shapeshift and kill off the Shieldbearer anyway. But that's fine. Abusive Sergeant. That is actually pointless because... And Defender of Argus. That's better. But still pointless. We can still kill it with Hammer of Wrath. He's gonna trade that. That pops our Redemption. Which isn't the best use of Redemption, I'll be honest. I'd rather use it on the Silvermoon Guardian so we get one back with Divine Shield. Yeah, he has Shapeshift, so... That's a bit unfortunate. I had hoped he would have used his mana on something else so he couldn't Shapeshift. But we can kill the Panther. And we have another Hammer of Wrath, so which one do we pick? The shiny one? The shiny one. And there we go, Equality. Huh. I think we'll use Equality here actually, so we can kill both of these. And play a Recruit, so we have board control again. Yeah, let's do that. Equality reduces everything to 1 health, so he will kill off our Silvermoon Guardian. Which is unfortunate. We can't actually play the Recruit, but... Yeah, there we go. Gonna finish it off. But he couldn't play anything, so we still get board control. Let's hit him for 3 damage, so we get a card. And Argent Commander, that is quite nice. Let's play Recruit. And we'll leave it at that. We can buff the Recruit next turn if he plays anything big. And we can play the Argent Commander. We're running out of cards, unfortunately. If we pull into a Divine Ysera. Oh, crap. If we pull into a Divine Favor, we should be fine here. But we're not. We can't kill Ysera. Can we? No, we can play Argent Commander and Blessing of Might. But that only makes it a 7, so that's not enough. And then he just kills it anyway. I think we'll just try and rush him down at this point. And just go straight for him. He only has 16 health, so hopefully we can do that. He has 9 now. 8. Let's play Recruit. And he has to kill our Argent Commander, or else he's dead. This is going to be a very close match, because Ysera is going to give him free cards every single turn. Which are very good cards, I might add. Those dream cards are pretty crazy. Hopefully he had the worst one. Big Game Hunter. Ah, well. That's just terrible. Emerald Drake, that's one of the dream cards he got. That's a very good one. And a Youthful Brewmaster, in case we buff anything up, so we can kill that for free as well. Okay, well. He's definitely getting the upper hand now. Clearing one of our recruits. Sort of Justice is not what we want. We just need a Blessing of Kings, and we've won. With the Argent Commander. Let's just play him though. Let's hit him for 5. Let's hit him for 1 with the sword. It's gonna be very close. We just need 1 damage. If we pull into a Consecration, we've won. If we pull... We still have 2 Consecrations, so we can easily win with that. If we get it. If we get a Divine Favor, I mean, we can definitely get a Consecration if we get Divine Favor. Or if we get Lay on Hands, we hopefully can get Consecration as well. We just need a Consecration, and then we've won. 26 health, come on. Surely he can't rush us down before we can get a Consecration. He does get 1 armor, unfortunately, so we can't actually kill him with the actual Sword of Justice, but that is to be expected. And he gets another dream card. That's terrible. That is not at all useful. I think we'll play a recruit. Just so he has to commit a creature to kill it. We can hit him for 1, but it is pretty pointless because he has that shapeshift. We'll just kill off the Drake here though. Because otherwise he's just going to be able to do 7 damage every single turn. And are we going to buff? Yeah, let's just buff our recruit so he has to commit both of them to kill it. Which gives us a few more turns, a bit more breathing room. Knife Juggler. Wow, that's just terrible. Now he's gonna get rid of that for free, most likely. Okay, he hits me. And a Big Game Hunter, and he hits the shield. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. So he's gonna hit me for 4. Come on, Consecration. I really just need a Consecration. I can still hit him with the Sword of Justice and Consecration. Come on, Consecration. Come on, Consecration. It's a bit weird how the Knife Juggler triggered off his dream card there, actually. I think that's a bug, but that's fine. Another Sword of Justice is completely pointless. So we have lost, actually. He's going to be able to do 14 damage next turn. Well, 15 with the shapeshift. And he probably plays more crit. Yeah, we're definitely dead. So that is our match 2. We're going to concede here. Spare ourselves the pain of waiting another turn. Very close. If we pulled a Consecration, we would have won. Oh well. The random number god wasn't merciful on us this match. Jaina, the mage, not very happy about that. I hate that Fire Blast. Another Lay on Hands, they really want us to get that. We're gonna get rid of it, of course. It would only really be useful if they use Millhouse Mana Storm, so we get free cards, but yeah. Shieldbearer, Hand of Protection. Hand of Protection isn't that useful against the mage in most situations because of Polymorph and Fire Blast. We're just gonna play Shieldbearer in the hope we get a buff pretty soon. If not, we at least have a taunt out. See what she does. She might coin into something. Yeah, well, she can only hit me for 1, so nope, she's not doing anything. We'll just use the Argent Protector, so we have a 2/2 out. That Divine Shield is probably gonna get removed this turn with the Fire Blast. But honestly, that is fine. I just want the 2/2 out so we can start doing damage. Summoning a Recruit would get killed immediately with Fire Blast, of course. Blessing of Might, that is wonderful. We can buff the Shieldbearer, and we can do 5 damage this turn. Do we want to use Blessing of Protection? I don't think we do. She might coin into a Polymorph. That is the only real way she can kill it, honestly, next turn. Frostbolt wouldn't do enough, so no, we're not going to do that. We'll just hit her for 5. Now we have a Recruit. She'll probably kill the Recruit, or maybe actually summon something. If she kills the Recruit, then she probably doesn't summon something, so that's fine too. What is she gonna do? Nothing is the answer. Is she gonna Fire Blast? She might just kill Recruit. She is looking at it, the Fire Blast, the 1/1. That's why I don't like mages, because they just have that Fire Blast. Then again, if you have Sword of Justice out, that ruins it completely. Okay, she hits the Shieldbearer for 1. She's probably gonna try and kill it with a Frostbolt then, which does 3 damage. So I think we're gonna play... Yeah, we're gonna play Hand of Protection. So now she has to commit with a Polymorph. Polymorph goes right through Hand of Protection, Divine Shields rather. But that is fine, honestly. If she uses the Polymorph on the Shieldbearer, I'm completely fine with that. Polymorph is such a crazy card. And this Shieldbearer has more than been useful so far. Coin into Abomination, okay. That will kill all my stuff if I try and kill it normally. But we do have a Hammer of Wrath and a Hand of Protection. We're gonna Hand of Protection the Argent Protector. And then we'll just hit him with 1 Recruit, I think, lowering him to 3. And then we're just gonna kill him with the Hammer of Wrath, get a card, does remove our Divine Shields. But that is fine at this point, honestly. There's the lovely green spell effect, of course, and we'll hit her for 5. We're completely rushing her down, which is wonderful to see against a mage. We do have 2 Blessing of Wisdom cards ready, if we want to get some more card draw next turn. I presume she's at least going to kill one of my minions, right? Dalaran Mage, okay, let's see what she does. That, of course, gives 1 spell power, and that is enough to kill my Argent Protector. Still have the Shieldbearer, though. We could Argent Commander into the Dalaran Mage, but let's get a card. I don't think that's really worth it. Blessing of Kings. We could Blessing of Kings the Shieldbearer. We could play the other Shieldbearer and Blessing of Kings, the other one, so we can keep both alive. But honestly, she has 5 mana. She's probably gonna Polymorph. We'll just play the Shieldbearer and the Recruit. And then next turn we can buff up our new Shieldbearer. She can't do Flame Strike. That needs 7 mana. Flame Strike, of course, does 4 damage board clear, which is really strong, but she can't do it yet. Arcane Missiles, let's see if she's lucky, and she hits everything. Wow, okay. Of course she gets 1 extra Arcane Missile hit in because of the Dalaran Mage. It doesn't increase the damage, it gets you another missile. And she finishes off both. Okay, it's pretty well played there. Arcane Intellect. Fancy Golden Arcane Intellect. Sword of Justice. I think we'll just play this Sword of Justice now and get a Recruit out. I don't want to use the Argent Commander just yet. Bit wasteful, honestly. And I do worry she has a Polymorph. We'll just hit her for 1. We are not going to be playing that many creatures to get the maximum use out of Sword of Justice, I think. So honestly, we can just start hitting with it as well. She's only on 8 health, so we're very close to winning now. If I can Blessing of Kings, which she's probably not gonna let me, but if I can pretty much win next turn. Almost. I'd drop her to 1 health, right? Yeah, that's a 6/6. And then I hit her for 1. Water Elemental, okay, that could be pretty nasty. She finishes off the Recruit, of course. Frostbolt's me. That's pretty smart, so we can't actually hit her. Equality. I don't want to use Equality just yet until I can actually hit myself. So because I'm frozen, I think we'll just play a Recruit. Yeah, let's just do that. Just play a Recruit, and then next turn, hopefully she doesn't freeze me again so I can kill off both of them with Equality. And the Argent Commander. Let's see what she does. Water Elemental, of course, freezes you whenever it hits you. Hopefully, I'm assuming she's gonna hit the 2/2 with it, though. Because she does need to clear that off the field. Gnomish Inventor. Gets her a card. She has a lot of cards. Cone of Cold, that is pretty bad. So she is gonna freeze me with the Water Elemental, unfortunately. Lay on Hands. I do still want to wait until I'm actually not frozen before I use Equality. I think I'll just use Lay on Hands. And then we're gonna wait until we get Consecration. There we go! That's a Consecration and another Equality. We can do an Equality Consecration combo, finish off the field. Then we can play the Argent Commander the turn thereafter. And probably win right away. Unless she has a Polymorph or something. So, as you can see, Equality reduces health to 1, Consecration does 2 damage, so, you know, logically, that is a pretty darn good board clear. She plays Ascension Shieldmaster, this is perfect, I just want her to play as much as possible, which she is doing. She's falling for my trap card, although it's not a secret, but, you know. Freezes me again. And it's time to clear the board, Master Swordsmith. Yep, we're gonna Equality, reduces the health to 1. Say goodbye to your stuff. Consecration, all dead. She takes 2 damage. We can't play the Argent Commander just yet, so we'll just play the Swordsmith and a Recruit, which is a 2/2 and a 2/4. And then she has to clear both of these, or else we win with the Argent Commander. Or even Blessing of Kings, it doesn't matter, we have 2 of them even. Let's see what she does. She might Flame Strike at this point, honestly, and I wouldn't blame her. She's very close to dying. But if she Flame Strikes... No, Arcane Missile. Okay. That can only do 3 damage. It didn't kill anything. Not so lucky this time. She's gonna finish it off with Fire Blast. Okay, that's fair enough. We can still win with a Blessing of Kings. And nope, she's gonna silence it, so it reduces it to a 1/3. Now we could do 5 damage with it, but we don't need to. We have the Argent Commander and a Blessing of Kings. And that is the 3rd match won for us. Let's do one final match here. A Shaman. I think the big question is, do we get Lay on Hands? Not so far. We're starting 2nd. We have a great combo here, actually. No Lay on Hands. We're gonna get rid of Redemption, I think, though. Not that useful early on in most cases. We have a great opening hand here, though. Especially with Hand of Protection now as well. That is pretty nice. So the first turn we can play Shieldbearer, 2nd turn we can play Blessing of Might, and just start swinging him for 3 every turn, which is great. Gold Chair Footman. Okay, so we actually have to kill that first. That's a pretty good 1 cost as well. Sword of Justice, we're not gonna wait for that, I think. We'll just play the, yeah, we'll just play the Shieldbearer. Next turn we can buff it up with Blessing of Might, and we then have a mana for maybe Hand of Protection or Blessing of Wisdom. See what he does. He's gonna hit me for 1, no doubt. Well, the Shieldbearer, that is. Yep, there we go. Redemption back. We didn't want you yet, Redemption. So, we're gonna play Blessing of Might. And then we can play Blessing of Wisdom to get a card, but I worry that he's gonna kill it with Lightning Bolt if I do so. So we'll play Blessing of Might, kill off the Footman, and then we'll do Blessing of Protection, so we can't actually kill it with a Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is a 1 cost, does overload though, so we could kill it if I wouldn't have used Hand of Protection there. He draws a card, Novice Engineer. And he's gonna hit me with something. Oh, Earth Shock. Okay, that's quite nice. He did have that spell power from that random totem. Yeah. Makes sense. He did use one Earth Shock though, so I'm sort of fine with that. It's really good silence. We're just gonna play Sword of Justice and start preparing for our recruit army. Again, it did 2 damage because he had that spell power from this Wrath of Air totem, which is completely random, although you can only have 1 of each totem. Ascension Shieldmaster. It's gonna hit me for 1. Ooh. Disaster. Blessing of Might. We can't buff anything yet. So we'll just play the recruit, and we'll end our turn with that. Unfortunately, you can't put Blessing of Might on yourself. Shamans can actually do Rockbiter weapon on themselves. Frostwolf Warlord. This is gonna get very nasty early on if we don't get rid of this. Only we had equality, and there we go. This is perfect actually, because we can sacrifice and trade off the recruit, and then we can just finish off one of them with our Sword of Justice. The spell power totem is completely free, we won't take damage. That is pretty nice. The Frostwolf Warlord of course loses 1 damage every time we kill something. I think we're just gonna reinforce here. We are gonna take quite a bit of damage next turn, but we do have the Argent Commander, so we can kill something off quite easily, and we have Redemption to keep it alive. Lord of the Arena, that is still fine honestly. We can do Argent Commander, which will be a 5/4 because of the Sword of Justice. Yeah, he hit me for 7. We're gonna use the coin here, so I can play Redemption as well. Argent Commander makes it a 5/4 because of Sword of Justice. Don't want to play it just yet. Kill off this guy, kill off that guy, and play Redemption. Yep. So if he kills the Argent Commander now, that's really no big deal. I killed off the Novice Engineer, of course, because we might as well at this point. And we have Redemption up, so if the Argent Commander falls, he will get back. He will get Charge and Divine Shield. He will be a 4/1 at that point. Redemption does get him to 1 health. Let's see what he's doing. A Totem. Will he get the Taunt? No, he gets the healing and $1 on Mage. Spell power. Okay. And another Argent Commander. That is pretty wonderful. I think we just want to kill off both of these. Yeah, let's just kill off both of these because he is going to be able to buff them up quite heavily. Shamans are pretty good at that, of course, with Bloodlust, Rockbiter, Weapon, Wind Fury, whatnot. I attacked. Oh, is he going to kill it? There we go. Now Redemption is going to trigger. And we'll have a 4/1 back with Divine Shield. There we go. And we still have Blessing of Might, so we can kill off that Fire Elemental. What is he doing? Another Totem. We are taking a bit of punishment here, but I think we can outlast him here. Blessing of Kings. That would be nice, actually. He might have an Hex, but he probably would have used it by now. So we're gonna buff the weaker one, because I'd rather have him kill that. And are we gonna... I don't know if it's worth it, because if he does have a Hex, that would be very wasteful. Let's just do it. He probably doesn't have an Hex. And kill off the Totem. We want to make sure he doesn't have anything. There's so many times you can lose, or I have one playing a Shaman where you just have a few Totems up and a Bloodlust and a Wind Fury, and things kind of spiral out of control that way. And we are only on 17 health, of course. He does need to do board clear at this point, though. Stormwind Champion, we can kill that. If we even need to at this point. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do Divine Favor. Got 2 more cards. Master Swordsmith, Silvermoon Guardian. Let's do a Blessing of Wisdom and get another card, see what we get. Because honestly, we could do like 15, 18 damage, I think. Well, we do have Blessing of Kings now, but I don't want to risk it. So let's just kill off all his stuff. We are, again, only on 17 health, so honestly, he's not that far away from winning here. Let's hit him for 5. Let's just reinforce, and now he, again, needs to do board clear, or else we've won. So it's all up to him at this point. He could do like Lightning Storm, which is 3 damage, 4 if he gets spell power, which isn't enough to kill our stuff. So there we go. That's a victory. And we've won quite a few now. So let's have a look at the actual deck itself, shall we? So, the Divine buffs itself. Of course, Blessing of Might, very important early game as you can see, can also be really useful later on though. Just a very good buff, all in all. Just a bit of shame you can't place it on yourself. Blessing of Wisdom, card draw. It is, of course, very important in card games to actually have cards. A lot of card games are won just by having more cards than your enemy, and this is a very nice one. Hand of Protection, Divine Shield, just pretty straightforward, very nice card if you can cast it in. It's a bit situational against Hex and Polymorph from a Shaman or a Mage. It isn't that strong, but still, it's a very good card. Redemption, our one secret in this deck, very nice with the minions we have later on, of course. The Shieldbearer, very early game card, can easily be buffed to be really strong, as you've seen multiple times. And Divine Favor is a very nice card draw card. It is a bit situational. We mainly want to be using it later on when our enemy has a lot of cards and we've rushed through our buffs. That's when it gets really useful, essentially. So it's a bit situational, but definitely worth just having one copy of this. Don't get two, though. Equality changes the health of all minions to 1, very nicely combined with Consecration or just trading off with Recruits, of course. The Argent Protector is a very nice early game card, and that Divine Shield can be crucial in saving your other minions, of course. Master Swordsmith buffs your other minions, very nice early on because he has 3 health, so he's pretty tanky for an early game card, which is exactly kind of what we want, together with those 1/1 creatures. Which we actually make 2/2 with the Sword of Justice, very nice weapon, mainly using it for its buffing properties, but you can finish off those little creatures, of course, especially with Equality. Blessing of Kings, probably the best actual buff in the game. You might argue that Blessed Champion is better. Let's have a look, where is it? There we go, Blessed Champion, it doubles your minions' attack, but in this case we don't have very high hitters, so Blessing of Kings is definitely the best buff we can actually have in terms of just raw power. Consecration, again, combines very nicely with Equality, just giant board clear. Hammer of Wrath, draw a card, deal 3 damage, really what's there to say. Silvermoon Guardian, Divine Shield 3/3, combines with the Argent Commander as both being very good middle ground creatures that combine very well with Redemption, because again, if you revive them with Redemption, they get both their charge and their Divine Shield properties back. Well, in the case of Silvermoon Guardian, only the Divine Shield property, but this makes them really tanky, it makes them have a lot of sustain, essentially, on a board. And Lay on Hands, finally, just get one of these, because honestly you don't need more. I used to have a Holy Light, because it's cheaper, but frankly, we only use this in endgame scenarios where we are running out of cards, or we are very down on health, so Lay on Hands is just better. And that is the Divine Buffs deck. I actually wanted to get Leroy into this, but considering the store was closed the entire day, I couldn't buy enough stuff to disenchant to get him. I would imagine he is actually a very good legendary in this deck if you trade out one Argent Commander for Leroy, because he's a very... or rather, actually trade out one Silvermoon Guardian, probably, because he's only a 4 mana cost, and then you have a charge with a 6/2, which is very nice, and you can buff him, of course, but I couldn't get him because I didn't have enough dust. So that has been a lengthy look at the Divine Buffs deck, a deck I've had a lot of success with myself. My name has of course been Haas, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.